Alright folks, welcome back. Today we're going to hit it up with a new theme. We're going to talk about how do systems connect within airlines. Now, this is a tricky question because really, how do systems connect within airlines? Maybe you have experienced a frustrating delay, or you've had a delayed flight or a cancellation. You found yourself fed up with the airline and asked them to move you to another airline, or maybe they have given you that option, but how is this possible if they're different companies? It's not like you go back to a Honda dealership with your new Honda Civic and you ask them, hey, change my Honda Civic for a new Ford Mustang from the dealership across the street. It isn't viable for companies to go ahead and give up their own customers to other companies or to their competitions. It's not like you get to a hotel and, hey, I don't like this hotel. Can you please transfer me to the Marriott that's right across the street? In the airline business, it is possible to transfer you to your competition. It all goes in hands with the ticket code or the airline code, which is that code that you see on your ticket at the bottom or at the top. Okay, so let's talk about airline codes. So each airline has a different code. Let's talk, for example, American Airlines. American Airlines, its code is 001. Delta Airlines, 006. Air France, 057, KLM 074, United Airlines 016, and so on. Each airline has a distinct number that is not shared with other airlines. So what does this have to do with changing my ticket or transferring airlines? I mean, what are you talking about? Well, it has everything in common. So all systems are connected by an internet. Just imagine a large internet that's only accessible to airlines and also reservation companies such as Expedia, Travelocity, Booking.com. It's a whole network that's connected. Think about it, big internet that's only accessible to DOS systems. It is a very primitive and date back to the 70s, but it works. Let's put yourself as an example. You're at a Delta Airlines ticket counter and need to get transferred to United since your flight was massively delayed and they have a straight flight to your city. You're going from San Francisco to New York and you want to grab that flight and you don't want to go through Atlanta. Now that your flight is delayed through Atlanta, it makes sense. So how are they able to do this? Well, they're able to do this by giving what's called control of the ticket to the other airline. Each time a ticket is purchased, it will be issued with that airline code. Going back to that Delta ticket example where you want to get it transferred to United, you can get it transferred, but it will still remain a 006 ticket. Remember what I talked about the designation codes? Well, here's when it comes into effect. But in exchange, Delta is purchasing a basic fee to United in exchange for a seat on that plane. So this might be a little bit confusing. If you're an airline and you're giving your competition a customer, you're losing revenue. You're giving revenue to your competition. These fares are usually hidden. However, we do have an insight of a public event back in 2016 whenever it was known to the public how much these airlines were given to each other. Delta Airlines, American, and United had the three agreed to transfer each passenger for $230 for each domestic route and $500 for each first class ticket. You don't see all airlines participating of this transfer and ticket agreements. You don't see a Singapore Airlines or a Japan Airlines transferring tickets to Air Koryo, which is the airline from North Korea. Right now, I'm going to put two examples on the table that if you're either from the United States or you've traveled into the United States or you're from Europe, you're going to find them really similar. These are EasyJet and Southwest. Both low-cost carriers, although they don't have the same prices, they are still considered very cheap airlines. Picture you're right now at Charles de Gaulle Airport. You need to get out of Paris, and the only option to get out is by using EasyJet. You go and you ask the gate agent to transfer you over to EasyJet, but they come over and tell you that they don't have any agreements with EasyJet. Well, it sort of happens that big airlines don't have lateral agreements with low-cost carriers. It is not the same as purchasing a ticket for $280 compared to $50 on these low-cost carriers. So when can you get transferred to another airline? Airlines must accommodate passengers on the next available flight or offer a route with a different airline if the delay is under their control, such as maintenance, sick crew, employee strike, or anything related to the airline's fault. However, if you're delayed because of natural events such as bad weather, earthquake, or even a collision on the highway, airlines are not entitled to assist you in transferring you to another airline. Remember, this is all a money game on the background, and the next time you get a chance to be swapped to another airline, you now know what goes on behind the scenes. Again, thank you so much for watching my video. Hope you liked it and hope you learned a lot of new topics. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content about aviation or history. Also, all I talk about in these videos are from my personal experience by working in many airlines, including 2 of the 3 biggest ones in the United States. Once again, hit the like button and subscribe for more content.